show is sponsored by HiveMind CRM. It is more than just a CRM. It is a real estate and business mastermind that comes with an all-in-one CRM. You can have unlimited websites and users. You can call, text, RVM, and email all in one user interface. And you can set up custom automations for any type and multiple businesses. 65% of companies start using a CRM system within the first 5 years of business. Once implemented, the HiveMind will save you on marketing, give you more time, and make more money. One of our users had his first $100,000 month using our system in June. We want to see you automate and accelerate your business. Text us at 210-972-1842 for future meetings, and of course to get our $1 course on how to make more than 6 figures on one land deal. You can schedule your free demo today at hivemindcrm.io.
You say it one more time?
Yeah. So I'm JVing with one of my students here, and when you're JVing with people in the Hive, like if you come in here, you don't have the experience of getting on the phone and talking to a seller and closing a deal. Well, you come in here and you find somebody who has that experience. So this is one of my people in my mentoring group, and so they brought me the lead, right? So they just gave me the lead, and so I looked it up, I priced it out the way that we do it, and so I jumped on the call with a guy, and we ended up hammering out a deal. But the way I do it, this was for a 5-acre tract, and the guy wanted a little bit more than what I even wanted to pay. So my standard go-to, and you guys can use this gym here, is what I do is as soon as they get pushy with me, or they're kind of like, they dig their heels in the ground, what I do is I turn it back on them. I make them pay for it. So it was somebody. It's a basic thing I teach is if somebody asks you for something in the negotiation, then you ask them for something else. It's always a give and take, because if you just give in without asking for something else, they'll just keep asking, and you're the one losing all the way through, and they'll keep asking, sometimes even past when you've signed your contract. So you're teaching them at the same time not to be trying to change the deal, right? But in this case, we're right there at the beginning of a transaction where I'm just trying to get to a price with the guy, and so I give him, I anchor to a low price like we all do, and then from there, what I did is he came back a little bit higher, and we're still talking to 50% below, 50 cents on the dollar for this property at the price he wanted, but I was much lower than that, going in with 25%. And so what I do is I change. I say, okay, well, it sounds like time is not as important as price to you, and so what I could do, because he was already ready to hang up on me, like, okay, well, you can't do it. I'm just going to hand it to my kids, like they always say. And so what I said, well, if time isn't the issue, what I could do is probably max out, looking for a buyer. And I've got this incredible machine that I market to, for buyers. And I just need more time. If I have more time, then I can probably get up to that price that you're needing. So if you give me 6 months, I bet I can get it done for you. And boom, he said yes. So now I've got no earnest money. I've got tied up a 5-acre tract at 50 cents on the dollar, and I've got 6 months to get rid of it. So a lot of times, a lot of people come in out of the wholesale industry where they're thinking, oh, the seller's going to turn me down if I can't say I'm going to close in 30 days. That's ridiculous. That's not the way it is in land. We're different. And, we shouldn't even be training these sellers, because that's what we're doing. We're training them to get used to 30-day closings when you don't have to. You can ask for more time. I never ask for 30, but my typical one, if they do agree to my really low price, then yeah, give me a month and a half. 45 to 60 days. Typically 60 is what I ask for in the contract, but I don't even tell them that on the phone. So in that negotiation, I don't go to that to negotiate a time to close. I don't tell them. Well, the time to close never comes up with me unless I'm asking for 6 months. That's the only time I bring that up. Otherwise, we're negotiating to that 25%. And the first time they see closing date, which will be whatever I kind of think I can sell it in, is when they see the contract. Because now it's like, oh, well, just sign it and go on. So don't even bring up something if they haven't brought it up. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you so you guys can get some gems today. I know it's a quick call, but we'll do something for Anthony since it's his birthday.
No, that's such a good gem right there in general, just because it's like you're playing cards. You don't want to show your cards too early, and nobody's asking to see them. So why give it up?
Right, don't give it up. Yeah, I have all this in I have what I call call 2. I do call 1 and call 2. That's our series of calls, and this is all part of our call 2 script. So it's all scripted out. It's nothing that I just do on this one guy. I do it on everybody. So
Frank put in the comments, he says, motivation, I got to write 4 books in 10 years. How many have you written? He asked how many you've written total, John?
Oh God, I've lost count. I know that I've got.
No, I didn't ask how many total. I said how many before that. If you wrote 10 when you were 60, how many did you write before that?
I wrote 5 when I turned 60. That 1 year. I wrote 5 books.
I got to write that year.
5 books in 1 year. Yeah, but
what about
I've written
before
a lot
that?
of books. I've read so many books. So many of them are even unpublished because the techniques don't work anymore. I can't publish them, so I've unpublished them. But I wrote another one. I just haven't had time to. I wrote one last year. This year, but I haven't had time to put it out yet.
Wow.
And who knows?
Motivation either way.
Motivation
Now I've
either
got
way.
goals.
So me and Anthony are working on a book right now.
All right.
We're working on book number 1, so that's exciting. But it's exciting for us.
You guys need to have a book for sure.
Yeah, we're working on book number 1, so it's kind of hopefully we're hoping to have it released by the end of the year, so we're excited about that. But it's one of those things where hoping to provide value in different mediums. Like I said, that's the whole point of this, is providing value. So yeah, Frank. But for everybody here,
awesome.
It is, man. For everybody here, man, find a way to create something, create content, create a house. Find a way to create something. There's so much value given. I'm sure John Alexander, he'll pass by a lot he sold or something and see a house there, and it's something that property moved and the house has been built, or these builders out building houses and making properties. Like there's something cool that happens when you see something flourish because of you, even if it's minimally, So there's a lot to go say with that. So if you find something to produce, go make something happen, man. It's pretty cool, and there's a huge joy that comes from that for everybody out there. So, and Frank's seeing that too. Frank's been helping out with the podcast, creating a few episodes here and there. So, and of course, John Alexander's got his books. So there's a lot of cool stuff out there in the marketplace, and just provide value in your own way, and it pans out and helps out the universe somehow.
Most definitely.
We're gonna make this a shorter call. Have my wife and my wife's out right now, and my kids are watching a movie, so they can bust in here at any moment. So I didn't want to totally I'll cancel the call, but we're gonna make it a little bit shorter today. Today is Anthony's birthday. He's turned 41, I believe. 41. So everybody's getting older and wiser. Somebody messaged Anthony in a group message I'm with Anthony, like, oh, Anthony's the greatest person he'll ever be, and I'm like, no, he still has room to improve. So it's one of those things where, like, you gotta enjoy the holidays, enjoy the time with your family. We did cancel last week's call because of Memorial Day, but don't lose sight of the bigger picture. I did a podcast with Ricardo Rosales this afternoon, and he was talking about how he's moving back to Miami this next year to get closer to his family. So there's all this money and wins towards your money goals are really nothing if you're not really enjoying the time with your family. So it's really important to just spend time with your loved ones and really enjoy that time together, because you don't know how long it's going to be. Like Mr. John Alexander turning 64 next week. It's amazing to see. So, you don't know the impact you can make in your lifetime, and you don't know the good things that can come from it. And John Alexander would never see the impact of all that he's done. He'll never see it. I may never see it. It's one of those things where all the good you do just goes out there. So
throw it into the universe and let it go and do whatever it does.
Yeah, we all have that 6th degree of separation, and you'd be surprised actually a lot of times how quick that turns into 2 degrees of separation. And the longer you're alive, the more you realize, oh wow, that was only 2 degrees of separation.
Most people call it the Kevin Bacon theory. I call it the crispy bacon theory. Get crispy bacon, they all come out of the woodwork, and it's amazing how they suddenly realize they knew you, or you knew them, or what the connections were, just so that they can get some of that crispy bacon. And yes, I'm making light of it, but you gotta laugh, just like John's sitting there doing right now.
Yeah, the funny part is Kevin Bacon is my age, and he's aged much better than I have. On the other hand, Madonna is my age too, and so was Prince. So yeah, some of us just are outliving the others. And at that point, who cares what you look like? Now the game is, how long can I stay alive?
Yep, most definitely. That was the sad one, losing Prince.
Yeah, so, man, he was so talented. Talented.
Yeah, you look back at his stuff in the 70s. He had music published in the 70s and was writing music for others in the 70s, long before he started to become known.
Sinead O'Connor's big hit, that was it. He wrote that.
Yep, definitely. So Danielle had step away for a minute, so he asked me to step in and assist. We've already heard some gold nuggets from John. I know we've got a few people in here today. Rosa, let's see who else we got. Ellie, Elma's here. Iris, John Pham, Ambrose is here. Javier. Let's see. We have Dancer Donna, Charles's phone, and connecting to audio. Don't know who that is, but they're connecting. Marcella. I apologize if I butchered anybody's names, but has anybody had a win this week or a question, anything that they'd like some assistance with? We've got a few people here with some good bit of experience. We're all glad to help you out. Crickets, I tell you, crickets. Okay, let's do it this way.
I got a question.
Question? Yeah, step up.
Yeah. So, anybody have, I guess, buyers in Laredo, Texas? Got 2 acres under contract. I haven't marketed yet. I actually just got them today for a real good number. Oh, Alma, you know some people.
Alma says she knows some people there. I'm fairly certain Anthony's got buyers all throughout Texas.
Wonderful. I think I follow you on Facebook, Alma. I'll send you a message so we can connect on that.
There you go. How'd you get them?
So actually, so with these, I'm actually working the area towards Austin, and I reached out to a seller out there who wasn't really interested in selling her lot at that time. Well, not this particular lot in this area. And I just asked her, like I always do you have any other properties that you might be looking to sell? And she's like, yeah, we have some land in Laredo that, we're looking to sell. And the number that she said she wanted for it looks pretty decent after running the comps and everything like that. So, just anybody who's just starting out, man, if you talk to a seller, always ask if they don't want to sell what you called for, always ask if they have friends or family with land or, other land or homes, or ask them if they have other, land or other properties that they might be interested in sell. That's always a good win. You'll end up selling properties pretty much anywhere because I don't do any marketing or any calling or anything like that in Laredo, Texas. But you kind of just move around, just depending on who you talk to.
And how did you get in touch with the seller in the first place?
So
how did you come across the lead?
So with this, so I do cold calling in Horseshoe Bay. We pretty much call we call a list that we get through. I forgot how we even got the list, to be honest, because I ended up working with a realtor, so he put the list together for me, and he also he already had the cold calling program, so I didn't have to do anything but tell him that I was working down there. And he ended up putting this list together, and he already had the cold calling through Mojo. So we just pretty much call every day. I try to call for like an hour out the day, and it just ran across her, and it worked out. Yeah, it's everything is working out, man. It's kind of weird because I feel like everything that I've spoken or something that I might need, like I did my first deal. And then I was like, all right, I need to do like a deal a month, and started doing a deal a month. And I was like, man, I need to do 4 deals a month. So this month, this will be my first month doing 4 deals. But now, I mean, of course, my outlook on it, has expanded. So I'm really seeing the potential in this to grow and expand.
Outstanding. Yes, that's definitely an important question to always ask when you get on the phone with someone.
Absolutely.
I can't recall who it was or what. I believe it was the Monday night call. I think it was Anthony or someone was talking about they'll call or text and just hey, have you got any land? Any properties you're looking to sell? We're looking to buy in your area, wondering if you might know anybody looking to sell, versus calling and asking for a specific person or asking about a specific property, because it bypasses those default no's. Oh, well, that's not me. Sometimes it's just a defense mechanism. You're calling me, you're spamming me, you're annoying me. Or no, that's not my property. Just whether or not. So that I can't recall who it was, but they mentioned that they were just throwing that out there. Hey, you got any, I'm looking to buy some properties in your area. You got any, know anybody selling any land? And, sometimes those people will turn around and have something, or sometimes they'll know someone, down the street, or, someone that, they work with or they're related to, that happens to know, that happens to either know someone or has, some properties for sale. So, kind of throwing stuff out there to the universe and just kind of letting it fall where it does work sometimes. So, good deal. And we have a question in the chat from John Pham. Anybody with buyers for Hillside, vacant residential raw land, 9,000 square foot lot in Eagle Rock, Los Angeles, California. And if nobody here on this call does, John, make sure you post it up in the HiveMind CRM group. There's a lot more people, obviously, in the CRM group on Facebook than there are on this call right now.
Appreciate you covering me for me, Frank.
No problem, Daniel. I'll turn it back over to you.
Yeah, today's been an interesting day, so I appreciate everybody's help today. But yeah, we're here to help anybody here if you have any questions. Like I said, this has been interesting. Congratulations, Ambrose, man. Glad to see you got some momentum. We met. Ambrose been on the Clubhouse call when we used to do that a while back. And it's really crazy how many people we've come across in the last 15, 16 months. So it's kind of cool how far people go. And congratulations to you, Ambrose.
Appreciate it, Daniel. I remember back then when we met, I was basically closing my first deal when you guys came to Dallas. That was in August of last year, and I ended up finally closing the deal in September. So from September to now, I've done about 17 deals, and
Wow.
Yeah, I'm still highly motivated though, because like the more you network with people and you just realize like how much you can really ramp this up and expand it, you kind of just push yourself to do more,
That's good, man. That's good. It's amazing, man. This business is amazing, and it's cool. It's cool to see people get traction, and Everybody starts from somewhere, man. That's amazing. 17 deals. That's good. That's good, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how it's already June already. August is right around the corner. Oh man, that's crazy. That's good stuff, man. Really, really good stuff. For everybody out there, man, it's just consistency and putting in the time, man. Putting in the time. Consistency. I think we're gonna end it here, man. It was a good call either way. It was a good short call. If you guys missed the beginning, man, it was John Alexander dropped some nuggets on us. John, did that deal finish with the seven people yet?
Yeah, that one did close, but it ended up being a cash deal.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Cecil's deal. Cecil was in on that one. He was the one that originally got the original contract. So yeah, it did close.
We gotta do like a quick call on that one.
And I've got another one already going with another member here. I'll have to call him out on it, but we need to get a bit. Hopefully, we close next week on it. But they did an amazing job. They took 34 acres, subdivided it into 5 different parcels, plus I think 2 extra on the side. And I'm buying a note on 2 of those, and then they sold the rest for cash. And they're going to make gobs of money on it, just tons of money. And yeah, it's just, it's networking, putting deals together in the hive.
There you go. That's amazing. We'll have to get everybody else on the one with Cecil's deal. That's pretty cool. It's pretty amazing. Good catch to you guys, man. For everybody out here, man, just start doing the marketing, man. Marketing, the deals will come. We have some stuff coming out in the next 60 days or so. We'll probably be sending out a text blast or calling people individually about that. So keep an ear out for stuff that's coming up. But it's going to be a good year this year. 7 more months of the year, 6 more months of the year. So you got to make a lot of stuff happen. So put in the work. Still plenty of time to make some big moves this year. So don't miss that opportunity. Is everyone on the Facebook group? Everybody is using the main Facebook group. Yes, Charles. So you can all hit us up there. We do these calls every Monday and Thursday. Mondays at 5 Central and Thursdays at 7 Central. Today is a shorter day. I have to go leave a little bit early, but Anthony's birthday is today, so we're gonna end it a little bit early today. But yeah, we do these calls every Monday and Thursday. If you guys have any questions, hit us up in the Facebook group. We're here to help. And have a great rest of the weekend.
The show is sponsored by The List Guys. Do you need more leads in your local or virtual market? 1 in 10 small businesses don't invest in any kind of marketing. The List Guys have over 35 plus list types to choose from, and you can mix and match any list or criteria. We also use the Skip Trace list and provide up to 7 numbers and email addresses. Every list you purchase will be scrubbed against previous purchases. The List Guys are here to save you time. Contact the List Guys today at www.onelistguys.com. That's www.1listguys.com.
Y'all have a great day. Enjoy the time with your family. Have a great day. Bye, guys.
Thanks,